Welcome to the crib, then. Welcome back, crew.
Welcome back.
Look,
Thank you for being here.
Happy to have you always. We really appreciate all of you watching all the videos and checking everything out. It means a lot to us.
Yes, it really does. Thank you so much. If you haven't been here with us, then of course, then subscribe so then we can thank you the next time for coming back, and then you can be a part of the Good Time crew and, experience life.
And we got like laugh and joke and stuff.
Exactly. And then you can follow us on Instagram and see our crazy stories.
Yep.
So you see how that works? Help us help you.
We want to offer ourselves to you.
Help us help you, okay?
That sounds kind of weird.
I mean, I didn't say all that.
Well, I mean, anyway, let's get to the video. So, Russell Peters, you should beat your kids. Well, Mr. Peters, I agree with you already because it's made me the man I am today. We'll get into that afterwards.
Yes, we will.
Let's listen.
I think that's one thing that separates immigrant families from the regular Canadian families, Doesn't matter where your parents are from. They weren't born in this country. They will whoop your ass when you're growing up, won't they?
Yeah.
Where are your parents from? Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? They'll beat you with a cabbage roll. You know what I'm saying? They'll snag a pierogi upside your head at the head. They'll beat you, right? Immigrant parents will beat their kids. Canadian parents, they're a little too soft on their kids. And that's fine, whatever makes you happy. But you need to start beating your kids. I'll tell you why. Because growing up, kids now are growing up in a multicultural society. You're going to have white kids growing up with black kids and brown kids and Asian kids, and they're all going to be hanging out in the playground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're going to be talking about the ass whooping they got last night. Do you want that little white kid to feel left out? Beat that child so he's not a social outcast.
That's horrible.
We'll be sitting around, man, my dad beat my ass. My dad beat my ass too. The white kid be like, I got sent to my room.
I got sent to my room, exactly.
I'll be like, you've got a room?
I got my TV taken room.
You need to beat the kids, man. Indian parents will beat their kids. Chinese parents, I would hate to get beat. My parents know kung fu and stuff, man.
That's so wrong. That's wrong.
I would hate to mess up in a Chinese house, man. Hey, cut this bong.
I'm not laughing at that.
Come here. It says you got a F in school.
We're so messed up. This is wrong.
They wouldn't even need to beat you. They'd go, oh,
I'm done.
no, Sonny Terry.
You did the freaking Bruce Lee thing.
Indian parents will beat their... Indian parents aren't afraid to kill their kids if they have to. My dad's theory was, if I get rid of one, I'll just make another one.
Okay.
Shit.
I never tell the new one what an idiot the last one was.
Like it's a piece of property.
Yeah, exactly.
Jamaican parents will beat their kids for no reason sometimes, won't they? Hey, boy, come here. Yes, Daddy? What's that for? Just in case.
Just in case. Should be my name. Man.
White people, please beat your kids. I'll tell you why else, because when I was growing up, right, I grew up around a lot of black people, which was fine, because the black people never picked on me. White kids, not so friendly back then. But every now and then, a white kid would come and hang out with us, and we were like, wow, a white kid! I've heard so much about you! And here's where the problem is. When a white kid would hang out with us, we'd want to be like the white kid. We would want to start to do everything like the white kid. We wanted to copy that white kid so much. And the problem is when we would start taking that white kid's advice on how to deal with our parents.
Yep, and go talk to him like, shut up, Mom.
That'll get you friggin' murdered, man. I remember hanging around this one little white boy, Ryan, when I was 10 years old. I went to his house after school one day, right? His parents never beat him, and they never even yelled at him. He could do anything he wanted, and nothing was going to happen to him. But he was an angry kid. We walked into his house after school, and his mom goes, Ryan, go clean your room.
Shut up, Mom.
Fuck you, bitch!
Oh,
Okay.
all right. What is that?
Like he's ready to take her out of here.
Say one more word, Barbara.
His mom goes, what am I going to do with him? I go, Ryan, you can't talk to your mom like that. Yes, I can. She's a jackass.
Jeez,
Don't
Ryan.
say that, man. She'll hit you. No, she won't. She's not allowed to.
Okay.
Is she? Isn't she?
What the hell are you talking about, man? My parents hit me. Yeah, well, next time they try it, you tell them to fuck off.
Do not do that.
Good advice. Don't try this at home.
Are you sure? Trust me, it works for me. So I went home
Oh,
No.
for the
please.
last time.
no.
I was like, please don't tell me he did this.
I walked in the house, my dad goes, Russell, come and do the dishes. Fuck you, Dad. What the hell did you say to me? Do I look like Ryan's mom?
I'm not one of your little friends.
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad. That was my dad's threat. Right before he beat me. Every single time. Oi, Russell. Somebody gonna get hurt real bad. I hated that threat. You know why? Because he'd always say somebody. He'd never tell you it was you. I mean, you knew it was you. But he'd give you this hope. Oi, Russell. Somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
Oh, might not be me.
Somebody.
Somebody.
I'm not gonna say who. Oh, I think you might know him very well. I'm in the back praying, I hope it's my brother, man, please. I saw that little brat Ryan at school a few days later. I was like, yo, your little plan almost got me killed. He goes, oh, sorry, dude. I forgot to tell you the other part. If he's still going to hit you, threaten to phone Children's Aid.
All right.
Why? Because if you phone Children's Aid, they'll come and take your dad away, and he'll get in trouble. He won't even have to call. Just pretend it'll scare the crap out of him.
Oh, my gosh.
You're 10 years old, you figure out how to scare the crap out of your dad? That's like finding kryptonite. I thought I'd try it. I was about to get my next beating. I stopped my dad. I go, don't do it. I'll phone Children's Aid.
So he did a shirt like that,
You
yeah.
ever had your parents call your bluff?
Do it.
You will do what? I'll phone Children's Aid. Is that right? Oh. Well, let me get you the phone, tough guy. What are you doing? If I phone Children's Aid, you'll get in trouble. I might get into a little bit of trouble. But I know that it's going to take them 23 minutes to get here. In that time, somebody gonna get hurt.
Everybody's gonna have somebody. Definitely you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the stories that I have. How much time do you have, crew?
Crew, you need to stick around for this.
I want to share at least one of these stories.
Yes.
So, my friend, I won't name drop, I don't know if he watches the channel. He got a Camaro. Or was it, no, it might have been a, no, it was the other one. What's it, like, Challenger, the big one, the big body one. I don't like those cars, so I don't know. But anyway, it was a Challenger, the big one. And I said, oh man, it's a sweet ride. It was like when we were in high school, like senior year. I was like, oh man, it's a sweet ride, everything like that. I'm like, how did you get it, man? Like, how did you get the money to save up for this? He said, oh, I just asked my parents, can I have some money out of the trust fund? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. I think we all have them, you know. I think parents are supposed to set them up when we're kids, and we all get them, you know. Just ask your parents because you just get some money out of it so you can get it. Like, I'm like, yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
It sounds like a good idea. So I go home, and I say, Mom, I want a 350Z, and I know how I can get it. If you just give me $15,000 out of my trust fund, then my job, I can work and pay the rest and pay the payments and everything like that, and then I could get it. So, you know, so-and-so's parents let him get money, and that's how he got the Challenger. So, I mean, if you just let me have like 15, I mean, I know there's probably more in there, you know, for when I get older, but if you just let me get like 15, I could do it. My parents never looked at me with such disgust. I never got yelled at so loud in my medium adult, because I'm 17 years old, so in my medium adult life,
right?
Oh, and so was, you know, fair complected. So yeah, and then my mom was like, trust fund. I'll trust fund you, you know.
Right, because you know how they have to use everything you say.
They gotta use what you say, yeah. And then I heard her on the phone talking about, this boy asked me for a trust fund. Trust fund. He need to get up out of high school and get his own trust fund. So yeah, I definitely heard it that day. I know you got something.
Yeah, well, the thing
Just
is,
speak out. They'll never know. No.
Some of my old teammates, man, they were like on some else. Okay, when I used to play soccer growing up, and I remember like this one girl, I used to ride with her on like certain days. We went to school together, so we would carpool. Like my mom would take us on one day, and like her mom would take us on another day. And man, like there was this boy that I guess she liked, but her mom felt like he was kind of like a bad boy, like, you know what I'm saying? So she, you know how moms are. Like she was just like, you know, and she was really calm. She was just like, yeah, something about like, I don't know, like Connor or whatever. And she's like, you know, I just really don't like that kid. I don't think, well, no one asked you, Mom. I was like, and I'm sitting in the back seat like, are we all about to die? Because I just knew that her mom was gonna respond the same way my mom would have if I would have said, nobody asked you. And she goes, but it didn't even stop there. And she's like, well, I'm just saying, like, I just feel like he's kind of a bad kid. She said, well, that's why I never asked for your advice. Why don't you just shut up? I was like, oh my God, dear Jesus. I was like, can you take me to heaven, please? I was like, I don't want to go down like this.
Man, if that was my mom, she would have wrecked the car for my disrespect. She would have just hit it right into a tree.
And she was yelling at her. I was like, yelling. I was like, this is so uncomfortable for me. And I'm like, do they not care that they have company? I was like, is this normal? Because I'm like, I'm clearly sitting right here. And she's like, that's why I can't ever talk to you. I hate you. I was like,
man, if my mom was there, she would have wrecked the car, just boom.
I think we would have
just so she could stop. She would run into something. And then get out, and then I would get beat on the side of the highway. I would get that belt.
Right.
So needless to say, Russell Peters was correct. I would have felt that belt.
Is right.
And growing up, I felt the belt a lot, but I feel like it made me a productive adult, as my father used to always say.
And he's right too, because if you say you're gonna call whoever, our parents would be like, "Well, I'll call them for you." That was like the classic phrase.
Man, I'm telling you,
I will call them for you.
Me and my behind and the belt, they became very close friends at a certain point.
Yes, they did. Look at us now.
I'm gonna say it, but it made me my day. So I'm doing this to make you a productive adult, Justin.
Yes, it's my responsibility.
It's my responsibility. If I keep you in line now, you'll stay in line when you get older. And look, I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. The only thing I've ever had is like a speeding ticket. Multiple.
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about speeding tickets.
Not like a lot. Like, you know, just like 5. Just put your hand up. Just 5. Just 5. That's it. This is how many. Just 5. 5 speeding tickets.
Good time.
Anyway.
Tell us for the question of the day. Question of the day. Did you get whooped as a kid?
Did you get the beating?
Did you get whooped as a kid? And then I'll even throw in a bonus for you. Like we were talking about. Did your parents ever use your words against you?
Well, you hit them with too many questions.
Okay. That's a bonus.
Did you ever get the belt? Did you get this belt or the paddle or the hand or anything like that?
Or the cord.
I know some people.
Or the switch.
Some people's parents and some people don't believe in it. They're like, I can't believe you would ever do that. But, you know, different parenting styles for different strokes for different folks.
Like, this is not an argument about
it worked
what
for
your
me.
parenting style is.
Well, and like not me as a parent, but me as a kid, I got beat. So
Right.
it worked on me.
It worked, yes.
It worked on me.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But don't argue, okay? Because everybody gets sensitive about that when you talk about how to raise kids. We're just asking, did you get whooped as a kid? That's what we want to know.
Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, share it with your friends if you're new.
Laugh, add some more people to the Good Time crew.
Yep, and then check us out on Instagram too. So do all those, and we'll see you in the next one.